Good morning, dear children. Hope you have the thorough knowledge in the previous lesson, the 100 dresses 1, and completed the question answers. Now we are going to see the continuation of the previous prose. The name of the prose is the 100 dresses 2. Let us see the lesson. Take your textbook, page number 73. While the class was circling the room, the monitor from the principal's office brought Miss Mason a note. Miss Mason read it several times and studied it thoughtfully for a while. Then she clapped her hands. Attention class, everyone back to their seats. When the shuffling of feet had stopped and the room was still and quiet, Miss Mason said, I have a letter from Wanda's father that I want to read to you. Miss Mason stood there a moment, and the silence in the classroom grew tense and expectant. The teacher adjusted her glasses slowly and deliberately. Her manner indicated that what was coming, this letter from Wanda's father, was a matter of great importance. Everybody listened closely as Miss Mason read the brief note. Meaning of this passage is, Miss Mason received a note from the principal office. She read it several times and studied it thoughtfully for a while. Then she studied it. Then she clapped her hands. She asked the students to come back to their seat. The students are very quiet. She said, I have a letter from Wanda's father that I want to read you. She stood there. The silence in the classroom grew tense and expectant. She told that it was a matter of great importance. Everybody listen carefully. The next paragraph. Dear teacher, my Wanda will not come to your school anymore. Jack also. Now we move away to big city. No more holler Pollock. No more ask why funny name. Plenty of funny names in the big city. Yours truly, John Petranowski. Here, meaning of this paragraph is, Wanda's father clearly made it clear that both his children, Wanda and Jack, would not come to their previous school anymore. They would not be insulted for having their funny names anymore in the new big city as they faced it in their previous school. The next paragraph. A deep silence met the reading of this letter. Miss Mason took off her glasses, blew on them, and wiped them on her soft white handkerchief. Then she put them on again and looked at the class. When she spoke, her voice very low. I am sure that none of the boys and girls in room 13 would purposely and deliberately hurt anyone's feelings because his or her name happened to be a long unfamiliar one. I prefer to think that what was said in thoughtlessness. I know that all of you feel the way I do, that this is very unfortunate thing to have happened, unfortunate and sad both. I want you all to think about it. Meaning of this passage is, the letter had an immediate effect. A deep silence prevailed in the room. Miss Mason spoke in a low voice. She wished that none of the boys and girls in room 13 would purposely and deliberately hurt anybody for having a long and unfamiliar name. What was said in thoughtlessness. It was a very unfortunate and sad thing that Wanda had to face such a situation. The next paragraph. The first period was a study period. Maddie tried to prepare her lessons, but she could not put her mind on her work. She had a very sick feeling in the bottom of her stomach. True, she had not enjoyed listening to Peggy ask Wanda how many dresses she had in her closet, but she had said nothing. She had stood by silently, and that was just as bad as what Peggy had done. Worse, she was covered. At least Peggy hadn't considered they were being mean, but Maddie, had thought they were doing wrong. she could put herself in Wanda's shoes. Meaning of this passage is, Maddie was highly disturbed. She could not put her mind on her lesson. She had a very sick feeling at the bottom of her stomach. She cursed herself for remaining silent when Peggy teased Wanda Petranaski. She only stood by silently and said nothing. It was as bad as what Peggy had done. Worse, she was nothing less than a coward. She put herself in Wanda's shoes. Then the last paragraph. Goodness, wasn't there anything she could do? If only she could tell Wanda she hadn't meant to hurt her feelings. She turned around and stole a glance at Peggy, but Peggy did not look up. She seemed to be studying hard. Well, whether Peggy felt badly or not, she, Maddie, had to do something. She had to find Wanda Petranaski. Maybe she had not yet moved away. Maybe Peggy would climb the heights with her and they would tell Wanda she had won the contest and that they thought she was smart and the 100 dresses were beautiful. Meaning of this paragraph is, she decided to find Wanda. It was possible that she had not left Bogin's sight yet. Peggy had also the same idea. Both the girls planned to visit Wanda's house at Bogin's Heights. Then it is the time to the homework. Read the lesson thoroughly and prepare the answers for the following questions. First question, what did Mr. Petranaski's letter say? Second question, is Miss Nation angry with the class or is she unhappy and upset? How does Maddie feel after listening to the note from Wanda's father? What does Maddie want to do? Okay, thank you students.